another reaction. For you, for me, for all the people going through having cancer, dealing with a loved one that got cancer. I know Tom dropped this a few days ago. We're coming through right now. You know what I'm saying? I follow Tom. I listen to a lot of his stuff. Some of his stuff doesn't really resonate with me, but a good portion of it does. Don't normally get him on the channel because, you know, when you do, you got people in the comments talking about you using Tom for his name and his clout and stuff. But this is important to me because, well, first of all, when I was young, the first death I ever experienced was my grandmother, my mom's mother, Grandma Sally, and she suffered for a long time, and she died at home in her bed. And it was really tragic for me because I was really close to my grandmother. I was young though when she died. I can't remember how old I was. But it was the first death I ever experienced. I took it really hard. Then a few years later, my Aunt Sharon, my mom's aunt, her uncle's wife, was not a blood aunt, but her uncle's wife passed away from cancer. I don't remember what types of cancer either one of them had. I was really young, like I say. But those were the first experiences I had with death, and I always just despised the word cancer. Every time I hear it, it hits me really hard. And now, well, don't notice, I haven't been very vocal about it, but my aunt, my mom's sister, has stage 4 lung cancer, and she's going through chemo and all that, and she won't quit smoking and stuff. So I mean, I pray that she beats it, you know. I really do, man. I love my aunt. She's like a second mother to me, you know. When me and mom were having problems, my aunt was always there. She always tried to take care of me, you know. When I was homeless, give me a place to stay, stuff like that. Made sure even if she couldn't give me a place to stay, I could go there anytime, shower and eat and drink coffee, you know. My aunt was always tried to be there for me. So it's pretty emotional. It's pretty hard to deal with. I've only talked to her a couple times since she's been diagnosed, because I have a hard time, you know, keeping it together. And just like 4 or 5 years ago, my mom's boyfriend, which my brother and sister's father is my stepdad, and he raised me, but my mom was with her boyfriend for 13 years, so I consider him a stepdad too, you know. And he passed away from stage 4 melanoma, and he kind of suffered the last days of his life. Now, one thing I don't understand, man, I haven't heard the song yet, so I don't know what Tom's gonna get into. But one of the things that bothers me right now is the fact that we can race and we can find a cure for coronavirus, right? Which is it's a deadly thing. It's a pandemic right now. But cancer's been a pandemic we've known about it since the late 60s, mid 60s, around there, right? And we've spent so much time and so much money on finding a cure that we can't find, but we can race and find a cure for coronavirus, which is, in my opinion, not as deadly. You can catch it, you can get treated, and it'll go away. Cancer is more deadly, and it's random. It doesn't care who you are. Something like 30 or 40% of people in the world will get it, and only and it's a lottery. You know what I'm saying? That's a 50-50 shot if you're gonna make it or not. And so 50% of the 30 to 40% of the people of the world that will get it, only 50% of those people will survive from it. So before we get into this, I'm gonna ask y'all to send some prayers for my aunt Biba. Her name is Deidre, but we've always called her Biba. She's been called Biba by her mom and dad and her brothers and sisters since she was little, and just carried over. Her that's Aunt Biba. Just ask you to send some prayers for her and her immediate family, and so. Oh man, I'm gonna leave the links for Tom in the description so you guys can follow and let him know what you thought about this, and drop your likes and all that, and let him know where you came from. It's not real important. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to use his name for any type of clout or anything. But it would be cool if he's seen the reaction. If you're not subbed to the channel yet, do that now. Subscribe, turn the bell on, so you can be notified when we're doing this, when we're dropping these videos. Share his video, share the reaction. Let's get the word out, family. Check out No Rivals. All their links are in the description. Let's just get into this, man. Tom MacDonald, cancer.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sisters.
Well, there it is.
Stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations.
40 years of research, so we're in 20. So we've been studying for a cure and trying to find a cure since the 80s. 90 billion in donations, and we can't. I wonder if the research for coronavirus got $90 billion. Definitely didn't take 20 years for them to come up with this vaccine.
We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it.
$100 billion industry. Nobody wants to end it. Big Pharma is definitely a $100 billion industry, and the sad truth is that a cure will affect that number. There won't be as many people spending. Like, I know my stepdad, I don't know what my aunt's medication costs, but my stepfather that just passed from it, his medication cost $250,000 a hit, and it was only 4 shots, so there's $1 million. You think he paid for that? Who pays for it? I'm not sure who pays for it. I don't know if it comes from what is taken out of our taxes or what, because he has insurance, but he didn't have Medicaid. He had insurance through his company that he was a manager for 13 years, that he worked for 20 of those 13. $1 million just to ultimately die, and it didn't put him in any comfort, made him more sick, made it to where he couldn't eat.
We give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical, the hospitals and the clinics.
See, even the doctors and the hospitals make money off it, you know what I'm saying? Because they give you a promise that they'll make your life comfortable. The last months of your life will be comfortable, and well, maybe you can live 8 months instead of 3 if you do this, you know what I mean? It gives you a little bit more time with your family. They say all that shit, and they're vested too, because they make money off of every time they sell. They're like a salesman. Every time they sell a drug, they make in the hospitals too, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're funded by the medicines that they sell, really, and the insurance that people pay for them.
So filling coffins with dollars, it's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting cause it's how we survive. But it's scary cause we don't know where we'll go when we die. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help.
That's a fact, bro.
The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell, but no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is...
We all got it in us, you know. It's in our genetics. If something triggers it, you know. We're born with everything, really. Everything is in us. It just takes one thing that, you know, an activator, you know, what do they call it? I'm not sure, but
it's full of hormones and
run it back a second.
Toxic, it's all carcinogenic.
It's in everything. It's in our air. It's in our food. It's in our, like, we smoke cigarettes. Our world is toxic. It's all carcinogenic. Paint, dust, everything.
We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions. We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to...
It's in cigarettes and liquor.
And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions.
Built a business on addictions. Not only do big tobacco make billions of dollars off the cigarettes, but, and, you know, liquor companies make billions of dollars off their liquor. What happens? So cirrhosis of the liver is, I believe it's like a form of cancer, right? Lung cancer, which my aunt has from 50 years of smoking.
We've been paying them to kill ourselves. We're dying to keep living. It's the...
We're paying them to keep killing ourselves. We're dying to keep living. Keep living, you know, doing the things you love to do, live life, you know, have drinks, whether you smoke cigarettes, you know, you're living your life, but you're dying doing it. We're dying to keep living.
System, it's a prison, we keep trying to beat it. We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret, and our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know.
What'd he say? Come on, man. Come on, man. This dude's real as fuck.
Demons a secret, and our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment.
Our insurance don't cover the things we need to defeat it, and even if it does, we end up dying from the treatment.
Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it, and pray that there's something after this.
Our best defense is living life like we don't know what cancer is.
Die from the treatment. Our best defense is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it, and pray that there's something after this.
Fight it if you have it, and pray it there's something after this. You're a real one for this, dude. You're a real one for this, man. Thank you.
Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter. When it's dire, you burn brighter.
No mother should have to go through this, bro.
Brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid, and you can't.
We won't know how to be brave unless you choose. Hold on, man. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm emotional right now.
You won't know how to be brave till you choose to fight when you're afraid.
Until you choose to fight when you're afraid.
And you can experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight. And you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face. And you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark.
You are a fighter when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark, bro.
Survivor when you're tired, you hold tighter, you have heart.
You're a survivor. Hold on, man. I'm having a hard time.
You're a survivor when you're tired, you hold tighter, you have heart.
You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter. You have heart. Beautiful, beautiful, man. Thank you for that message, man. Nova did a really good job with the video, capturing the right emotions and the right, you know, all the right. Mom with her daughter, you know. No parents should have to go through that, man. See their kids suffer like that. Bro, I don't need to talk about how good the track was. It was beautiful. Everything about it was beautiful. Make sure you go and sub Tom MacDonald, man, and let him know what this message means to you. Share his video. Share the reaction. Let's get the word out. All the links for me and the homies is in the description. Do that thing. Show that love, family. Until the next one, man. Thanks for rocking with me and Tom MacDonald. It's a wrap, yo.